Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to teach you Linux commands and the basic of Linux. So in this video we'll learn about the Linux, various types of Linux commands, which is basic and it is very easy for you to understand in this video. So please watch the full video, and before starting the video just check some commands I have explained in this here. Like in this screen you can see that cd is change directory, and LA is list of files. So you can change the directory using cd from one folder to another folder, and ls is for list of files or list of folders under any folder or under any directory. And ls has very, and each and every command has all types of various contents or various flags. In this video I have explained all these things, so please watch the full video and it will be very much helpful for you. So in this case, you can see that I have opened the man page, and this man page has all the information in the about the comment flags. So for all comments, it has, or it has man page, and man page there are all flags in present there. So please check that, and please check the full video to learn Linux in just 1 hour. It will be very helpful for you. And if you don't watch the full video, then it is your miss. You can not learn Linux properly. So thanks. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel TechW Rahul. So today I am going to make this video in English because of this tutorial is going to be in like related to Linux. And so in this case some of the viewers have requested me to make this video in English so that they can understand, because they are from other country, so it will be easier for them to understand. So let's start the video. Hey everyone, uh, welcome back to my channel TechW Rahul. So here today I am going to explain you about the Linux, means what is Linux, and what are the commands and what are the benefits of Linux. You can see in the screen a Linux distribution is already opened by me. So what is that and what is this? So I will explain. So let's start the video. Before that, uh, who are the new viewers? Please subscribe my channel and press the bell notification for fastest notification, because of whenever I uploaded the video, I will upload the video, then you will get the notification. So let's start the video. So what is Linux? Linux is a open source operating system. It is not Windows. It is an operating system that the software directly manages a system hardware like CPU, memory, and storage. As you know that every operating system has a CPU and a memory and a storage. So Linux is a open source, not paid version like Windows. So Linux is very much comfortable for the hackers. Linux is very much like, hackers are very comfortable with Linux, and on the other hand, the networking guy, means who has the networking, who are the networking expert or who has skill in networking, they can also like, they are very good at Linux. So anyway, so Linux is an operating system. That system is the software that directly manages a system hardware and resources like CPU, memory, and storage. So Linux is a OS that anyone can contribute. Like, it is not Windows, it is open source. So any developer or any software developer or anything, they can contribute in Linux distribution. Linux is very much what to say. Linux is very much good for everyone like who are interested in hacking and networking, and so Linux is good for security. So there will be a there may be a confliction because Windows has some antiviruses, and the most important thing, Linux has no viruses. Linux can make virus. So this is very interesting that Linux can make viruses, and that virus can destroy in Windows. So not a offense, not no offense Windows users, just a thought and just a real life example, I say. So let's start the video. I'm not going to make you boring in this video. So Linux is the has three types of parts. Like one is kernel, and one is user interface, another is applications. So kernel is the backbone of Linux. So nowadays, whoever are using Android phone, that Android phone are built in Linux, means the kernel, Linux kernel. So there are some distribution like in Linux, like there are a lot of distributions. So I am going to say about the popular distribution. So what are the popular distribution? Popular distribution is Ubuntu, CentOS, Kali Linux. Whoever are means Kali Linux is favorite for the hackers or whoever are interested in learning hacking or networking or hacking in anything like that. So another is Red Hat. Red Hat is the biggest Linux contributor. Is the biggest contributor of the Linux. So let's start the application of Linux. Means Linux has a lot of applications. Like Linux is written in entirely in C. So Linux include three parts: kernel, system user space, and applications. So kernel is the base of Linux. So without this, the OS will not work. System user space is the administrative layer of the system level task like configuration and software install. And applications are the top layer that lets you perform a task. So that are the main three component of the Linux. And the most important thing is in Linux, everything is in terminal or command line. Like you can see, if I right click on it and open in terminal, like I have type a command cd. So what is cd? Cd is for change directory. So whenever I am in a directory, like so then if I want to change that directory to another directory, then I type cd. Okay. So by cd you can change the directory. That is the first command you get to learn. Second is man. So what is man command? Man is the backbone of all commands in Linux. Like if you want to know all the information about any command in Linux, so by that man you can check that. Like if I type man cd, there is no manual entry for cd. So let's come to the second command. That is ls. What is ls? Ls means that is list of files. So whatever the files are, folders are there or content are there in any directory, ls list that. Like you can see, I am present in home directory, and you can see there are lots of content, means folders and also the files. So ls is for listing directory, cd is for change directory. So now if I want to know all the information about ls, then I will type man ls. Like you can see, the ls dictionary is here by man command. So if I maximize the screen, like you can see there are lots of command partition, like command flag is there, like -a, -b, -b, and each and every command has specific uh, what specific characteristics and specific work rule each and every command. So you can try with that, like each and every command. That will be very good for you. So if I want to just try some commands like ls-l. ls-l means in this case, what you can see, ls-l gives some detailed information about these folders and file. So what is this? These are the time and date, not time, sorry, date and year, like whenever the files are created or modified. So these are the ownership. The first is the user level, second is the group level, and this is the size of that file, and this is the permission. So ls-l gives us a lots of information about any files and folder. So what is that? That first part is the permission, second part is the ownership, third part is the size, fourth part is the what? The time and date whenever the file has come and means file has been modified or file is created. So like you can see there are lots of ownership like Puppet or root, whatever. So these are the parts is given are given by ls. So in this case, if I do ls minus lh, so here you can see that one point that the first part 1688945 gives us 1.7 megabyte. So h means human readable format. So it transferred the size or it shows the size as a human readable format of any files or folder, like 4 kilobyte, 180 kilobyte you can see. So ls minus ls minus lh you can see. So next command is ls minus a. What is ls minus a? ls minus a is used for like any hidden files. Hidden files mean suppose any files or folder starts with dot. That file cannot be seen by ls directly or ls minus l. So like you can see there are some hidden files like .ssh, .ssh1, .test.pub, .test. These are the hidden files and folders which cannot be seen by ls-l or ls minus ls-lh. So what do we do? So by ls-a that we can see that. So in this case we can do ls minus al. ls minus al, that the detailed information of those hidden files and folder. You can see that dot local has the detailed information like whenever the files are modified and what are the size and what are the ownership, what are the permission. So let's come to the point like detailed information about this. So first is ownership. Ownership is the first part is the user level, second part is the group level, and the in the first part, in this case the ownership means, sorry, the permissions. In this case you can see the dir for this blue color folder means folder or directory has dir in its first part and the file as normal, no dir. So whenever you can see dir or anything, so that is directory. And what is this? Like rwx, rwx, r hyphen x. So rwx means read write execute. So this read write execute is for the user. These read write execute for the group. Group means that Puppet and also the user. Here you can see that same user and group level permissions are Puppet. Both are same. And the last part is the others. Others mean whoever the person apart from user and group or who are not present in that group, they can access or means they can read and execute, not write. So that is very dangerous when you will give write because the others can also write that. folder on file. So keep it in mind. So that is the point. So that is all about like ls and what are the permissions means, what are the ownership means, the detailed information about this. So that's the point of ls. Now if we want to like rename any file, rename means in windows you can see like there is a rename option if I right click. So in linux how do you do that? Suppose there is a file hello.sh. If I want to rename it, means rename the file, then what command I will use, that is mv hello.sh paste 1.sh. So mv means mv is used for move, can be used for move files, that I will show you. mv is used for also rename the files. Okay, so mv the first file name is the original file name, and the test1.sh means whatever the file name I want or we will want. So if I press enter, then you can see when you do ls, then you can see there is no hello.sh. You can see that hello.sh is renamed to test1.sh. So by that you can see that like how we can do the rename of any files or folder. If you want to see the folder, then we can do that. Like suppose there is a folder data, you can see. So data, mv data. So I want to rename that data paste. Now if you do ls, that you can see the data is renamed to data test. Okay. So now come to the main function of mv. What is that? So that is the move file from one place to another. Suppose there is a file, you can see run.txt. So these run.txt I want to move into under data test. So what I will do, so I will type mv run.txt, which file means the file I want to move, and then I will type data test slash. When I enter tab, then it will check the name easily. So now enter, then you can see run.txt is gone from here. Now if I cd change directory to dataset, if we do ls, you can see run.txt is there. You can see run.txt is there, and if we want to see the detailed information, then ls minus l, like you can see the detailed information is here. So mv is basically used for this, like you can rename the file or move the file, and there are lots of other operations also. If you do man mv, here you can see there are lots of operations. So by that means in these operations can be also done, you can do that. So ls is gone, ls is done, the basic, not the advanced part. mv is done, cd is done. So now if I want to see the content of any files, so how I can see that? So I can see that by cat command, not that cat, that is another cat. That cat is by that command means we can see the content of the file. Suppose let's pick one file, suppose code.txt. Okay, under the data test folder. So we want to see the file content of the code.txt. So how I will see that? So by cat command, if I type cat, not sorry, cat. So cat code.txt. So you can see there is a permission denied. I will explain you why it is showing permission denied. Okay. So in this case, if I do sudo cat code.txt, so it will ask for the password for Puppet. So I will explain what is sudo. So sudo is the highest privilege, like root user. So whenever a user has sudo access, they can do everything like a root user. So in this case, you can see the first we faced that permission denied, because why is it showing permission denied is showing because of, if we do score.txt, that is root, this is owned by root, not the puppet. Who are the user is puppet, means you can see that the main user we are sitting here, that is puppet, not the root. So puppet has no, means in the primary level puppet has no permission to see that. So but puppet has sudo access, so by that we can see the content. So now if we want to like jump to another directory, means, or we want to leave that directory, like from the data test to our main directory, so what can I do? So that is cd space dot dot. Now if you do ls, you can see that we can back to our previous directory, right? So cd and cd dot dot, cd space dot dot, you can see. So here if we like want to see any content of any file like cat test1.sh, there is no content. You can see there are no content under test1.sh. Or if I want to see cat aws.sh, like you can see there are lots of content. So by cat command we can see the content. So if you want to more information about cat, so do man cat, and you can use this to see whatever the results are. So let's quit it, and next jump to the another comment. So next jump to another command, that is what, that is rm. Rm is very dangerous command. Is by rm you can remove everything, not everything, but yes, you can remove it. So how do you remove? So rm has lots of function, like if we want to remove test1.sh suppose, then we can do rm test1.sh. Like you can see, if you have the permission of ownership, you can see that test1.sh is removed. Now if we want to like remove any directory, before that I'm going to say about the like how do you create a directory. So create mkdir, means mkdir type and then any directory name like test data. You can see that test-data is created by mkdir. Like using mkdir you can create a directory, right? Now this directory is empty, so now I want to remove this empty directory. How will I do that? Rm dir, if I use rm and test-data, like cannot remove, it is a directory. So how do I remove? Rm dir test data. Now you can see that it is gone. So mkdir is used for create directory and rmdir is used for removing the empty directory. Now suppose if I create a directory like temp data, and now in this directory I cd change directory and create a file. So in this case, how do I create a file? That is touch command. Now you can see the another command. So by touch command you can create any file. Just touch any file name test. So by ls you can see that that is test. So now we leave the directory and come back to our parent directory, and now if I do rmdir temp data, now you can see fail to remove temp-data, that is directory is not empty. So empty directory can be removed by only rmdir, not the full directory or directory with contents. So in this case, what will I do? So we are doing rm temp hyphen data. Now you can see that cannot remove, it is a directory. So what will I do? Rm minus rf temp data. Now you can see that it is gone. So what is minus r and f? So let's come to the man page. You can see f means minus f means ignore non-existent files and arguments and never prompt. So it will never ask for that will I delete or not. And minus r means remove directory and content recursively, means all the directory and all the files under that will be removed. So rm minus rf is very dangerous. And empty directories can be removed by rm minus d. You can see that. And if you want to see the version of any command, so you can do like that, rm hyphen hyphen version. So here you can see some details about the command and who has written this command, like you can see. Or if I do cp, not cp, cat hyphen hyphen version, now you can see the content, or you can see some details about the cat. Okay, so uh, that's it, the command. So next go to the another command. So next come to the next command. What is that? So that is cp. So cp is used for copy the content of any files and folders. So how do we do that? So that is the first, suppose uh, create a file like touch content one, and if I want to write something, then we can use nano. So please remember that nano is used for uh, editing any file by command line, and there are also other editor, so also you can use that I will explain later. So nano is used for editing or writing any file. So if I type nano, then suppose I type something. So how do you save that? Control X. If you do control X, then you can see three options: yes, no, and cancel. So do Y, file name to write. If you want to change the name, you can, like you can write it. I don't want to, so just type enter. And if I create another file, content2, and this is empty file. So by ls you can see content1 and content2, and if you want to see the detailed information, that is content1 has some size and content2 has no size. So if I want to copy the content of content1 to content2, how do I do that? So we can do by cp the source content is content1, and where I want to copy, that is in content2 in destination. Press enter, you can see if we do ls-l, you can see that this is also is getting the same size like content1. So content1 and content2 is the same. Like by that means by this cp command we can copy the file content from one file to another. Okay. So if I want to copy like any directory to another directory or under another directory, suppose if I want to copy data test under desktop, so how do I do that? Let's try with cp data test under desktop. There is a destination. Do that. Like you can see, cp minus are not specified. Like on by cp you can copy the files of means you can copy the content of any files, but not the directory. So how do I do that? So there is a art tag minus r. You can do that by using minus r. You can copy the directory. Like you can see, that is permission denied. Permission denied is different thing. Permission denied is because of uh, the data test has in desktop the user level permissions right is not there. User and other, only read and execute is there. Okay, no problem. Create a directory like test temp and cp minus r data test test temp. So it is showing again that permission denied. So what is the error we are showing? See what the permission denied because of that is owned by root. Okay. So in this case, you can learn another uh, command, that is chmod and chown. So what is chmod? Chmod is used for change this read write execute permission, and what is chown? Chown is used for change the ownership of the user and group. So here we are going to change the ownership first. So how do I change that? Chown. First is the user label, puppet. Now again a colon, again puppet. Now do star. Star means all the ownership will be changed. Means all the files ownership will be changed. So if I enter, like you can see that operation not permitted. Why it is not permitted, or why it is not permitting? Okay, so we are under home and puppet. So let's go to the data and test cd. Now if I do ch on same command, just copy and paste. Like again you can say operation not permitted. Why it is not permitted? Permitted is because of that is root. So what will I do? Again we call sudo. So sudo and then type the same command, sudo password. It will be asked for puppet, not for every time. That is case to case basis, and that scenarios are different. So that I will discuss later. So in this case, if you do ls hyphen l, now you can see that that is puppet. Now if you leave this directory and again do ls hyphen l, now do cp hyphen r data test tab space new directory what I have created, that is test temp. Now do that. Now you can see that there are no warning or errors have been shown by the system. So now if I go to test temp and ls, you can see the data test is here. So by cp minus r you can copy the any directory under any directory or any location, but only cp will copy the content of the files to files, not directory. So that are the main things of cp command. So if you want to see any other flag of cp, then do a man cp. So you can see all the information, like there are lots of taggers flags are there. You can use this flag and try and see what happens. That will be good learning for you. So let's come to the that point, that chmod and chown. Chmod is used for what? Chmod is used for change the read write and execute permissions of any files and folder, and chown is used for any ownership change. You can see if you check. So let's start with the chmod. So if I go to the our parent directory, so before explaining the chmod and chown, uh, I am going to tell one thing, that is if you want to check like what directory you are in present. So what is your present directory? That how means how you can check. So type pwd and enter, that you can see that your present directory is /home/puppet. So pwd is used for present working directory, p for present, w for working, d for directory. So that's how you can check your present directory. So okay, so let's come to the chmod and chown. Here you can do ls-l. So suppose in this case, or in my machine, I have not a very means a lots of users. So suppose we want to change this permission, files permission, sorry, this files permission. Okay, so files permission is user level rwx. Rwx means 7. So how 7 is from? R is 4, W is 2, execute is 1. 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7. group level is Rx, means R for 4, X for 1, 5, and R means 4, X for 1, 5. Other level is 5. So that is 755, you can see. So 755 is the RWX, RX, RX. So we want to change these to 775. How do I do that? 775 we want to change. So if I do chmod, so 775 means I want to mean that in the group level we want to add W. That's how the 7 is formed in the group level, or 775 is formed. So how do I do that? So U for user, G for group, O for others. So in the group level we want to add W. So we can do that. You can see the operation is not permitted. Again, why is not permitted? Because of root ownership. So at first we need to change the ownership. So let's call to the chown command, chown puppet and aws.sh. If I do that, again operation is not permitted. Because why? Because it is root. So what will I do that? Because sudo, because we have sudo access in this. So do sudo, and now you check. If you check that what is the ownership, you can see that is puppet. Now if we want to change the group level access, now we can easily do that. G plus W. Now you can see ls-lk. Okay, ls-l. I will say what is k. You can see that W is there. So by that you can change the ownership and also the read write execute access by using the chmod and chown command. So there are a lot of other operations can be done that I will show you later. Chown and chmod. If we want to see the description of chown, then we can do man chown. You can use this flag and try in your machine to see if it is working or what it is showing. Same for chmod also. So chmod and chown is very dangerous and are very good command and necessary and useful command in Linux that should be used by any Linux user. So these are the basic commands of Linux. You can use in your machines and you can play with that. So there are lots of command in Linux. In one video, it is not possible to cover all the commands and all the operations because each command has 50 and 60 or 100 of operations like we use in case to case basis. That is not possible to show you in one video. So in that case, I am planning to do more videos on that. I will do that if your responses are good, or if you are liking my video and subscribe my channel. That is important because I am working very hard for you guys, for my subscribers and viewers. So please support. So I will do more video in this. Uh, so let's discuss some other basic commands also. So let's go to the next command, that is ID. ID means like if you type ID, then it will show the detailed informations of users, like in which groups are user there or present. So in this case, you can see there are lots of groups like Puppet, ADM. ADM means ADM pseudo group. Pseudo group means pseudo privilege group. And there are other groups also, and each groups has specific group ID. Like you can see that user ID and group ID. So ID gives a lots of information about any users. So in this case, you can see like the information of all the means a Puppet user. So now if we want to see like what users are created in our PC. So in this case, we can do what? Cat etc pass wd. So in this file, all the users who were created in this PC, uh, in this case, you can see their name and their directory. So if I suppose want to see the detailed information of other user ID, so I will type ID and space username. Suppose I take Virat. So if I take this, then you can see there are user ID, group ID, and the groups, like the cricketers is a group, under that Virat is associated. So ID is giving a lot of information about the user ID, group ID, and the groups. Like user, when a user is created, then user is also considered as a group. And apart from that, if any other groups are there and that users are associated with that group, then you can see that that detailed information can be got from this. If I check other user like ID space David, then you can see only groups David is there, no other information. If I want to log in as that user, so we can do sudo su hyphen Virat. Then you can see the sudo password is asked by the system. So type that and enter. Like now, if you do pwd, now you can see that we are in Virat home. So in this case, now we are acting as a we are doing act as a Virat. So Virat is a user in the system. So not all users can sudo, because sudo is a highest privilege method to be a like root user. So Puppet user has that privilege, so he can sudo and act as and log in as another user. So now if I want to sudo here like as a Virat, or at first check ID, like you can see that as I am logging as a Virat, then it is showing only Virat's ID. So now I can try to do a sudo. So let's try sudo su hyphen rahul. Now if you can type the password, now it is showing that no sudo password. I am giving the sudo password for Virat, but no sudo for Virat, because Virat is not associated in the sudo group. So ID is a very useful technique for user information, user detail information, or group information. Now, if I want to leave this directory and go to our latest directory, means the previous directory, so we can do use exit command. Press exit, you can see that we come back. In this case, exit will work. So here you can see that exit is another command you are learning about. So I have told ID and exit. Now in any file, like suppose content1 is a file. Suppose if we do cat, there are one line. Okay. So now I am trying to write some random lines and words in this file. So nano content1. Now in this case, I am writing a lots of words and lines because I am going to show you another command. That's why I'm writing uh, those lines. Sorry. So now I am safe. Now I am saving this file. So now I want to now if I check the content of this file, then we can see this is the content. Now if I want to check the number of lines in this file, so what I will do, or how do I do? So we can do like wc is a command. By that command we can count the character, words, and lines in any files. So if I want to count the line in this file, so what will I do? We can do ls content1. Okay, so then wc hyphen l. Now you can see that ls content1 is giving only this. So in this case, sorry, in this case you can see only one line, so it is showing one. If I do content one wc, sorry, uh, content one pipe is a used for separator. So how do I show that? So do content one and do wc hyphen l cat. Now you can see the four lines are there. Four lines means the last line is space, so it is taken as a line. So wc hyphen l is a is used for count for line. So now I if I give man wc, then you can see lots of other options also. So you can try. If I use wc hyphen w, then it will count the words. So suppose cat content one wc hyphen w. Now you can see there are 12 words in this. So by that man wc, you can see lots of flags are there. So you can use that and you can try in your machine. So wc hyphen wc is a good command in Linux. So let's jump into the another command. So what is that? So the date command. So date command is used for printing the date and like time and the which day it is. Like today is Thursday, December 2022, 9:15:42 p.m. IST. So you can see that it is printing the detailed information of today's date and time and what is the day today. So there are a lot of other flags are there with date. If I want to see the only date, so we can see we can try date hyphen, we can try date hyphen and any string you can see. So please try with that. Like you can try with the other flag also with the date command. So I will show all the operations, like all the detailed operations in my other videos, in upcoming videos. Next is clear. So what is clear? Clear means like if you type this command, that it will just clear the present screen, but it will not delete anything. Like if you go to the top, then you can see that content in background. So by that clear, you can clear the screen, only this part, but in background it is not deleted or it is not cleared. So by that clear command you can use. So next is a very important command that is very useful for searching any string or any pattern in any files. So suppose there is a file called content1, cat content1. So in this file I am going to search for word like good. So how do I do that? So you can do grep. So grep is a command for searching any special pattern or special text pattern. So in this case, grep good you can do, and then file name. Now you can see that good is marked as red. So in this case, good is present. If it is not present, like if I am searching for other word that is not present, like deep card, sorry, the file name is content. You can see there are no output. So in this case, there are no word like grep or any string like grep. So grep has also some other operations also. So grep, if we want to extract a specific string, only a specific string. Suppose if we want to extract this string is Rahul, then we can use -e or egrep. So in this case, you can see in this case not is Rahul, like egrep name content one. So it is extended, means it is also working as a, means working same as a grep, but in this case you can see the operations means extended grip, the exact pattern it will show. Now if I want to see a fixed string, like this string is need to be present, so in this case the most important and most valuable tag is -f. So in this case if I do is Rahul, then content one, not that, grep -f. Okay, so in this case small r is not present. You can see small r is not working. I have capital in r, so now you can see that it is present. So same as egrep. Now if we do egrep content one, it is showing as a capital R, but if we do smaller, then you cannot see that egrep. So egrep is more of like as a grep -f, means fixed string, but not same all the time. So there are lots of other uh, flag also you can use. So you can try in your machine and get the output and learn. So grep is done for now. I will explain the detailed information in another video for each and every command. Now, if I in this Linux system, there are lots of different type of file systems are present. So different types of mount point are present in this, or disk file systems are present. So how do I check that? So there is a command like df. By that, all the mounted file system and how much are used and how much available and how much percentage are used. So that can be checked by this. And what are the exact file system, what are the blocks, it will show by the df. And if we want to see as a human readable format, then we will use df space -h. It will see, you can see that this is the root volume only. So in this root volume 98 GB we have taken, and 12 GB we have used, 13% is a use person, and available we have 82 GB. So there are lots of other uh, partition and other mount systems are there. This is the Ubuntu system. So in this case you are seeing, you can see different pattern in CentOS or any Red Hat. So df has also another feature, like if we do man df, then you can see there are lots of other uh, flags, so you can use that. So suppose uh, we want to see the exact size as a human readable format of any folder. So how do I do that? You can see desktop. If we do desktop, you can see desktop is 8 kilobyte, you can see. And now you can means do -sh. By that you can get the exact size of the folder, means how much space they are taking in system. Like in the, and also file also, for the file also you can check like how much disk is used by that file. Like if I use readme.md, then you can see 4 kilobyte. So du -sh is giving the specific usage of a folder and means specific size of folder and files rather than ls-l. So du is very good command and very useful command for checking the disk usage of any files and folders. So you can use that, and you can try that command, and you can use that in your machine. So next, today I'm going to like say means today I'm going to tell about the last command. What is that? That last command is, what is that last command? That last command is head and tail. So what is head and tail? Head and tail is used for checking the top level and the bottom level content of any files. Suppose we want to see head content 1 means it will give us the head part means head 5 lines. Suppose if I will add some more content or more line in this, suppose I test Rahul Che 5. So now I am saving it. Now I am to head. I can see it is giving the first which line 1, 2, 3. If I check the line, so how do I check that? How much line is there? So it is WC hyphen L 10 line. Okay, let me add some 3 more lines. Uh, okay, so now if I do head, then it will show the first 10 lines. Like you can see the first 10 lines of the content means of the file, and if I do tail, then it will show the last 10 lines of the file. So head is showing us the first 10 lines of the file, and tail is showing us the last 10 lines of the file. And there are other flag also. You can do man head, so you can see other flags, you can use that, and same for tail also. So tail is generally used for as a sysadmin, tail is used for log checking, because it is very useful command for log check. If we do tail minus f any file, so when any process is going on in the end, then it will just add those lines and add those recent changes in this, and we can check that. So tail is a very useful command for checking logs. So there are lots of commands in Linux, so it is very impossible to cover all those commands and all their operations in one video. So hopefully you like this video. So this video is the first Linux video made by me. So hopefully you like it and you will enjoy it, and you will learn the basic of Linux in like just 1 hour. So it is very useful video for you, and it is very good video for you. So you will learn a lot from this video. The new Linux user who are not familiar with Linux and who know 0% of Linux, so they will get a lot of learning from this video if you watch the full video. So in this case, that's it for today. So next I will make a video more on Linux and other topic also, like I make. So basically in this channel, my other videos are made in Bengali, but I am trying to cover all the audience, as an not only Indian, Bangladesh, overall Indian, overall international level. So I am trying to make this video in English. Please give your feedback and comments. That is very necessary for me. And subscribe my channel if you are new, and press the bell notification icon and watch the full video. So like, share and comment if you like the video, and if you have comments and feedback, any bad and good, please comment so that I can know that in which part I am very weak. So that's it for today. Uh, let's meet on next video. Till then, goodbye.